America, we are in the home stretch. And this midterm election is going to play out the direction and the trajectory of how this country is going to go. I don't know about you guys, but I love it how the left likes to say this one thing, that democracy is on the ballot. That they want to fight for democracy. But I got it. But I'm going to tell you this. There are, you know, the main things that are really on the ballot this upcoming midterm election happen to be morals. Yes, morals. The second one happens to be common sense. And the third one happens to be sanity. Yeah, morals, common sense, and sanity. Let's ask the question right here, America. Do you want to stand on the front lines of truth? Or do you want to feel comfortable in a blanket of lies? Let me repeat that question again. Do you want to stand on the front lines of truth? Or do you want to be comfortable in a blanket of lies? Because all in all, you got the left out here only favoring, only factoring, only have a few things. Let me go ahead and say this right here. Since Joe Biden's presidency, since day one of Joe Biden's presidency, our borders are wide open. Crime has shot up through the roof. People are getting killed left and right every single day by criminals. Police departments have been defunded up the wazoo. And what does the left have to run on? Well, the left has, a couple of things they like to run on. All they really have to run on is some of the most immoral and ungodly things that people should not give two flying rats' tails about. Now, many of you all know, since since Roe v. Wade was overturned, the left by the Supreme Court, by the way, the left was literally up in arms and constantly in a fit of rage. And the real reason that being is because they think that abortion should be a right. Abortion should be a right to choose. When all in all, abortion is nothing but murder. Yeah, abortion is nothing but murder. Because all they're doing is killing babies in and out of the womb. But the left doesn't care about that. The left only, and the sick part is that they always want to pull this my body, my choice nonsense. And they always want to pull this part where what if the woman got pregnant in the case of rape and incest and this, that, and the other. Well, I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth right here. Again, even in those cases which are very minute, which are extremely rare. Abortion is not the answer. And then, and in the majority of the times when women do get pregnant and they end up getting an abortion, it's when they usually end up getting knocked up by the wrong kind of dude. And 9 times out of 10, it was always the act was always consensual. But no, the left doesn't want to go there. The left doesn't want to get to that fact. And then they want to run on the fact that trannies, that men pretending to be women should be able to compete in women's sports, let alone the same type of men pretending to be women want to end up use the same bathroom where little girls are. And that's a dangerous sign. It's scary when you come to think about it. I mean, let's just go on the record and say this. Another thing, what the left wants to run on is pushing woke nonsense and the woke agenda in our educational institutions. Isn't it enough that we got drag queen story hour and all this other kind of stuff goes on in the library, in the public library, and then they want to allow that in public schools, and let's not even go on the public schools part. The sad part is that it's also happening in private schools. Some of these private Christian schools out there as well. That's another sad fact, but that's another rant. And then let's also go to show this too. The left always want to preach on gun control this and gun control that. Well, here's the killer. Law-abiding citizens like you and I obviously obey the law and follow the law. But I'm going to tell you this. The Crips and the Bloods ain't following the law. The skinheads and the KKK ain't following the law. And I'm sure as hell the drug cartels that's been coming on our streets, they ain't following the law either. And while we're at it, the left pretends that they want the police to be funded, when in reality, since the George Floyd, or should I say George Fentanyl Floyd riots that took place in all of 2020, all across our nation, especially in the big cities, crime has shot up through the roof. Crime has shot up through the freaking roof. And let me just set the record straight. I'm just here to tell you this verbatim. The left, if the left still maintains control of every entity in government, America, we might as well kiss our freedoms goodbye. Because the left has been holding us hostage for a while. Hear me out, America, and definitely hear me out, Wisconsin. We are heading for a major disaster if the left still maintains control. You see, I'm not out here trying to guarantee a red wave or red tsunami as what everybody likes to, everybody likes to talk about. While I wanted to happen because of what we experienced for the past 2 years since this catastrophic presidential administration called Joke Biden, I think at some point we're going to have to start waking up to these realities. You see, Joke Biden and the Dems, they want to give low or no cash bail to deadly criminals, and especially career criminals. Let's not even get started on the Waukesha Christmas parade incident, which happened last November, although Darrell Brooks has been convicted on all counts. Yet, here in Wisconsin, we got piece of crap politicians like Tony Evers, who is currently governor, and Mandela Barnes, who obviously wants to, be in the U.S. Senate so bad, but his incompetence as lieutenant governor is just as horrific. And they wanna build, they wanna keep us, keep us unsafe. America, and especially here in Wisconsin, when you go to the ballot box, when you go to the polls this upcoming Tuesday, please vote with your head, because we have seen more than enough. I think plenty of us have already grown weary and frustrated by laying in a blanket of lies. It's time for us to stand on the front lines of truth. I'm Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. I'm signing off.